Hi, I'm Nandi, and today I want to talk to you about something that's very important for the over 60s and overweight. And as you can see, I'm overweight and I'm also over 60. Okay, three things that are important, okay? They are flexibility, they are balance, and they are strength. These are essential for us over 60s as we move forward in life, all right? Now today I'd like to take you through some balancing moves, some strength moves, and some flexibility moves, which I think will help you, okay? So first of all, I'm going to start off with some gentle, flexible moves. We're going to start from the top of our heads and move right the way down to our toes, okay? So I'm going to stand over here. So we start. We stand up and we try to imagine that our head is being drawn up to the top of the ceiling. Okay, so we look to our right, look to our front, look to our left, look to our front, right ear to right shoulder, back top, left ear to left shoulder, back top, hands out, rotate our wrists clockwise, anti-clockwise. I recommend that each of these moves I'm going to show you do for about 10 times, and if you can do those several times a day, they will help. For reasons of brevity, I'm not going to do the whole thing here, but this is what I would suggest. Hands down, shoulder moves. We want to get all the stiffness out of our shoulders. Okay, rotate. Okay, back. Okay, as I say, do this for about 10 times each side, or actually for as long as you think it takes for it to get you nice and loose. Right, we're going to do some moves now for our hips, which I've taken from yoga. There's an excellent video called Third Age Yoga, done by Andy Gillett, and she can show you more. But some warrior moves. What we're trying to do is open up our hip flexor. So we're opening that up. Very important for those of us overweight and over 60s who sit down a lot. Okay, come to the front. For those who can, this will also help strengthen the core. Do this for about 10 times if you can. Okay. That side. Again, we are opening up here. Okay, opening up our psoas and down. Okay, do this about 10 times if you can. Okay, obviously each individual's level of fitness is different, but always do what makes you feel comfortable. Don't go beyond what you can do. Okay, here is something that is very useful for our ankles and feet. Again, those of us of a certain age, we will find we have stiffness in our ankles. So, rotation. Okay, I'm you showing this. That's it. Okay, about 10 times clockwise, anti-clockwise, and then try to get the soles of your feet in like that. Hold that for about 20 seconds, out and back in again, and then pull them back. If you can go forward, do that. What you're trying to do is stretch our hamstrings. Okay? Open your legs and do the same thing if you can. Okay. Do what makes you feel comfortable. All this is about flexibility, opening yourself up. The second thing I mentioned that is extremely important as we get older is balance. A lot of elderly fall over, break their hips. It is a major cause of problems for the elderly. Repairing a broken or a hip fracture is very difficult once you're over 60, okay? Here's what I'd like you to try and do. This may be difficult, but it does have benefits. Please believe me. It's a warrior move, but it's standing on one leg. I like to go into a prayer position like this, okay? I would hold this for about a minute normally when I'm working out. Then I would bend. I would do this for about 5 times. Okay, then standing up without touching the ground. Again, this might prove difficult if you haven't, or challenging if you haven't done this before, but try. If you find yourself toppling over, hold on to something, always be safe, but then do it again. And you will be able to do this eventually, believe me. What you're aiming to do is look behind you. And if you can hold this for a minute, that's well and good. Balance is probably one of the most important things that you need to do, or you need to maintain or regain once you're over 60. Again, if you can hold this for about a minute, I won't do that right now. And again, obviously you're going to do both sides. I'll just very briefly do this. I've shown you what it is you need to do. Again, dip and dip. The good thing about balance as we get older is it retrains the brain. Okay? The subconscious part of your brain has to re-engage with the body, and it is a great help for mental agility, and it does keep you sharp. Okay? Very important, as well as the obvious benefits of being able to hold your balance when you walk and not fall over. Okay, that's just some basic flexibility and balance moves. There are others. I've just taken a few examples to show you. Now, you fellas over 60s, what's important? It is this: maintaining testosterone level. Okay, it's natural. After the age of, well, after your 20s, testosterone starts to dip. Okay, by the time you reach middle age and you're over 60s, it really does start to decline sharply unless you do something about it, and there are things you can do about it. Okay, one of the things I do suggest is try to maintain core strength. Now, obviously, for those of us who are overweight, as I am, that can be difficult, but it's possible to get a modicum of core strength. Okay, that does keep testosterone levels higher. Right? Testosterone levels higher in the morning, lowest in the evening. The set of exercises I'm going to show you now, best do them in the evening, I suggest. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to work out with these. You all know what these are? Yes, of course you do. Now, fellas, when you were young, this is probably what you did. Yes, you probably did that. Bicep curls, right? You wanted to get the biceps up, looks good. Once you're over 60, that's precisely what you don't want to do. Okay, you really don't want to do that. What you want to do is this. This exercises more of your body and the core. Again, there's a correct way and a wrong way of doing this. The wrong way of doing this is this. Okay? You're not doing anything by doing this. Okay? You're just bouncing the weight up. Now, these are 5k each, 11 pounds each. Okay? Some of you might say, oh, that's not really very heavy. No, it is. If you do it properly, it is. Believe me. What you're doing is crooking the elbow, leaning out forward slightly, then slowly, and then down. You're managing the weight. Again, slowly. Breathing in, of course, as you do it. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Do this about 10 times each. If you can do this 3 or 4 times a day, you really will feel benefits. Okay? Fine. Okay? Right. The key to all of this is commitment. Several times a day, if you can get into this, it will help you. Okay? And I know I've only shown you a few moves. If you can do this with repetition, all the better. It's no use my showing you 100 moves and you only do it once. This will help you. Okay? Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Goodbye.